poor performance by all of us tonight. Reasons I'm not really sure. I didn't think we had the energy tonight. No excuse. We had a day off yesterday because we played a good game, our last one at home, and we just weren't executing, and we didn't have the energy we needed to be the team that we need to be to compete.
That's a team that knows how to tighten up defensively. I mean, was really important for them to get that first goal, and maybe a difference for you guys not to get that first one.
Yeah, but they didn't sit back in a shell after the first one. They continued to come at us hard. But yeah, they're a very good team. You can tell they starts with their goalie through their defensemen up to their forwards. They play as a unit. They really protect the house well, take away shooting lanes and things like that.
You guys.
Go ahead, Tom. Ryan, just offensively, it seemed like you guys couldn't get to the slot and really get any grade A scoring opportunities. Just what do they do that prevents that?
We knew going in that they did a really good job of keeping teams to the outside, and we definitely harped on getting guys going to the net and trying to get to that dangerous area. And I definitely don't think we did a good enough job of that. And even from the outside, I didn't think we put enough pucks on net and had guys going there.
Looked a little short of gas. Is it an energy level thing in here?
I don't know. Some games, guys have more energy than others, obviously. So you got to find a way to bring the same energy, same enthusiasm for every game. And we know that they're a team that likes to slow it down a bit, and they don't give you much. So you got to find the energy yourself, and we didn't do a good enough job of that tonight.
You're down some guys, and the schedule's been pretty tough. Is that catching up with you a bit?
I don't know if it's so much that. Obviously, guys coming in have lots of energy, and they want to create an impact. And I think in the past couple of weeks we've seen a lot of that, and tonight it just seemed we were lacking something.
How do you sort of forget about that and not put that one past you guys?
It's a quick turnaround play tomorrow, so we got to be ready and come to the rink prepared to play and battle. It's a better team. Anaheim's a better team and stronger, more physical. They play harder and every night. So we're going to be ready for that.
You guys didn't seem to have your great jump that you've had in the last little while. Was it Minnesota, or was it you guys lacking a little something?
I think Minnesota did a good job suffocating us defensively and back checking, and I think we got a little annoyed about that, and we tried to make plays for the neutral zone instead of getting it deep and keeping it simple and playing in their end. And as a result, they played a lot of the game in our end.
That's 8 games in 14 days for you guys. Just where was the energy at? I know you guys had a day off yesterday, but how did it feel out there?
Yeah, we definitely didn't have the energy we should have. Having the day off, I thought we should have been a little more fresh. Definitely more urgency out there. and we came out flat and kind of stayed that way.
How much does guys shuffling in and out of the lineup factor in? Maybe playing different spots in the lineup. Did that factor in at all? Maybe a little bit disjointed. Is that fair to say too?
Yeah, but it's still not an excuse. I mean, every night when you're in the lineup, you gotta go out there and have your best game. And I think tonight was one of those nights where too many guys had off nights, and then we just couldn't really get anything rolling, and got away from our systems, which really hurt us.
Just looking at tomorrow, it's Anaheim's coming in. They're a tough team. What's going to have to change, and how quickly are you going to have to implement that change?
A lot. I think definitely our execution. I think they're a team that can really hurt you if you cough up the puck or make some wrong plays. And we're just going to have to come out and battle a lot harder. They're a big team. They're strong. They play a lot on the boards, and we're just going to have to beat them at their own game.
Skate?
Yeah,
How scary was that?
that didn't feel good. So yeah, just wanted to get off and see how bad it was.
Did you know that it was just something that required some skates, so it wasn't like
Yeah, I knew right away, but just you never know. You want to get out. So that's what happened.
The team continues rolling 10 wins last 12 games. How good are you feeling?
Feeling good right now. We have to keep this going. Everyone's playing great, right down to the goalie, and like I said, just keep it going.
It took you a while to get off the bench. Is that because of the exit there? There's no exit on the bench?
Yeah.
You think that's a problem?
No,
I'm in a situation like that, or no?
no. It was all right. It wasn't that bad. If it was really bad, maybe someone would have stopped the play, but it wasn't that bad. It was on the leg, so it was okay.
Can you just maybe try and describe when Devin's playing as well as he has been for you, just what that allows you to do as a team, the confidence you have?
He's a big key back there. He makes the first save, and so he gives us a lot of confidence. Makes a huge save early in the game, and we just roll with it.
Mikko Koivu.
It was good from the start to the last shift, and no special teams, so it was kind of weird. I think one PK, but other than that, so you don't see that often. But good game throughout the game.
How do you look at the road trip on the whole now? 2 wins in the last 3.
Excuse me?
How do you look at the road trip on the whole ever since?
Yeah, it was. Of course, you always want to win them all, but I thought we responded well after that Vancouver game, and obviously 2 huge wins, and teams that were chasing was in Calgary, and then these guys have been playing good hockey lately. So, like we talked last time, it's not an easy trip to come out of with 4 points, and you won all 6, but we're happy with 4 right now.
How happy are you guys just with the play that you're doing with all these injuries? I mean, again, tonight you lose a defenseman for a period, and yet you seem to overcome it.
Yeah, I don't think you really think about it, especially during the game. I think it's just trying to get ready for the next one, and all the like I said after last game, all the defensemen they've been doing a great job coming in and playing big minutes, and so we get all the confidence on them, and Doobie he was good again tonight, so it's a good thing. We don't want injuries, but it's a good thing that you have depth on our lineup.
Yes.
That's Mikko Koivu. And Dubnik.
That was just a really good road game by us. Right from the get-go, end of a road trip, and we just we methodically chipped away at the game, and we had good puck possession, and we were always coming back on top of pucks, and really didn't didn't give them much of anything. So, we just played a great hockey game.
Tough to keep your concentration when your team is playing that well defensively at 5 shots per period, Pierce.
Yes and no. It's always a different challenge, but you as you grow older and you experience games like that, you learn different things you have to do to stay in it. And I always try to play the puck as much as I can. It keeps you moving, keeps you you need to read plays when you go back there, so it kind of keeps you in the game that way. And I think the sharpening up of my movements through the start of the year and through now obviously helps as well when you're not getting as many shots.
Start thinking about the sweep against these guys now on Tuesday, or is that even crossed your mind?
No, you know what? It's games are so important for us right now. It's just one at a time, and it's like I said, every single game, every 2 points is so important for us. We've done such a good job of taking it just one game at a time. And climbed back in it. So we're just going to continue to do that. And when Tuesday comes, we'll get back at it the same way.
Do you see something special happening here?
Absolutely. Just the way we play together, the way we work together. I think, if you go look just at all the different games, all the different ways we've won games, all the guys that have pitched in games, and it's pretty special when when you can go on a streak like we have and have the entire team chip in right from top to bottom, and that's why it's been a lot of fun. It's brought us close together in here.
For you personally, what's it been like to be a part of that and be a big part of it?
Oh, it feels awesome.
I think it's a fair statement. I think we never generated what we wanted to generate. Played against a team that's good defensively, and they're playing well right now. And they made us work for everything that we got. We didn't get much, and I thought that we just didn't have any jump tonight. It was a tough game for us moving the puck. We didn't execute very well with that, and I thought our structure was off. So if you put all those things together, that's what happens.
You see Osterley down the line.
Well, he's a very good skater. He can really move on the ice. He's a smart hockey player. He has the ability to jump up in a play to create offense, and he moves the puck well. That's the way he was playing down in OKC. He was really good in 4-on-4 situations because he could outlay guys and create offense with that. We're going to look into it. Obviously, he came up here for a reason, but with the way the game went tonight, we'll have to look at our lineup and try to make it better for tomorrow.
You guys blow your wad 2 nights ago, and how much is the piling up of injuries having to do with it?
Well, I think any time that you go through a time where you have a lot of injuries, it's always difficult. We lost 2 players from last game that were playing extremely well for us, in Anton and Petrie. So that's part of it. And as you mentioned, a couple of games ago, that was one we were trying to guard against coming back after a long road trip, and I thought we did a pretty good job. I thought our guys stepped up to the table, and once again tonight we just didn't have the jump in our stride that we wanted to have. Justin? Yeah, Justin just got a cut on the ear, got stitched up, and he's fine.
How much tonight is, not looking for excuses, but I mean the grind of the schedule, is that something? Tomorrow's 9 and 15. Is it? It's not an excuse, but is it a fact right now that the players are dealing with that a little bit too in terms of fatigue?
I think that's fair to say. You never want to make excuses, but everything, with the amount of games we've been playing, we've had some very emotional wins, and that takes a lot out of you. And getting guys banged up. I think it all works together. But we got to push through it. We have to move forward. We have to bounce back against a very good hockey team tomorrow night. And you got to give Minnesota credit. They play a stingy game, and they just played a solid road game. They played their system well. They put pucks on net, and they just played a smart road game.
Considering what was 3-0 after 2, considering the man would play tomorrow, if he didn't have much more to play.
No, because at that time I was hoping that we maybe got a spark. We started to come a bit in the third, where we had a couple shifts where we had some offensive zone time. We were hoping maybe pop one in there. I think we would have scored one and would have gave our bench life. And also we had that power play. It was very non-effective, and so I went into the third period expecting to come back and try to win the game. So, in that case, it really didn't enter my mind. I was just trying to get the guys going.
Did you like Cooley on the middle tonight, or
He was fine. He was fine there. I just juggled the lines around in the third just to try to get something going, because besides how we played on the ice, all 20 guys, I think we all struggled tonight. I just wanted to juggle things up.
consider Hendricks and really just want to keep him alive?
Yeah, we put Hendy in the middle because once we put Pooley on the wing, we were running out of centermen. And like I said, I just tried to mix things up, and hopefully, I was hoping that something would work. It didn't.
You said, is it right to say that Anton is more week to week day to day?
Probably. Yeah.
You're not going to throw your goalie under the bus when you lose 4-0, but that second goal really hurt you.
Second goal, that was the far pad shot. But that was a good play by them. That's something that the teams work on nowadays, to funnel pucks to the net and try to shoot those wide angle shots and pads to create rebounds, and they did it effectively. I thought when that puck came off the stick, and he had to hug that post, and but once again, there's 5 guys in front of him that have to clamp off. There was missed assignments on the back check there where we have to come through the middle of the house and stop. And any time that rebound comes in that area, we should have guys to take care of those rebounds.
So you guys, the pattern isn't exact, but it's like a couple of good games and then you lay a bit of an egg, and then a few good games and you lay it out. What's the common denominator in the ugly ones, and what are you doing to try and weed that out?
You know what? It was a weird day. We had a really good pregame skate. There was a lot of life on the ice, and then we come out with no tempo to our game. In the last 3 games where we struggled, I think that was the biggest thing, where we had very little compete. We weren't finishing checks. We weren't battling hard for loose pucks, and we just didn't skate with any kind of pace. We didn't play a fast game tonight, and that's the common denominator. So, once again, we just have to address it and make sure that we look at how we want to play. We want to play with good structure, try to play a fast game, and compete hard. And we didn't have any of that tonight. So hopefully the pattern continues where we bounce back with a good game tomorrow.
Mike Yeo.
Is that as pretty close to a perfect defensive game as you can play?
We played solid tonight. We had 4 lines, all our D, and obviously Devin was there when we needed him. But it was both ends of the ice for me. It was the way we defended, but also the way we executed. I think it allowed us to spend a lot of time in the offensive zone.
With all these injuries, you really did mix up your lines to kind of spread the wealth.
Yeah.
Is that what you were trying to see, these 4 lines?
Yeah, we're trying to see who can contribute, and we're kind of hoping that we'd be able to find some chemistry, and tonight was a good step in the right direction. So we need contributions from different guys. That's the kind of team that we are, and while they're doing it, we need them to be mindful of the way that we need to play the game, the way that we need to defend, and I feel like the last couple games we've done a good job of that.
In that sense, did you learn anything about any of the players on this road trip?
You know what, I mean, obviously you look at the game that Fontaine had, and we've talked about this with a guy like Zuck being out of the lineup. We need people to step up, and I think he's been up to the opportunity. Nino, he's another guy that we mentioned there, and Schrader as well. So, obviously the big guys continue to play well, and we need these guys to step up and fill the void.
What do you think when Scandella leaves?
Not good thoughts, that's for sure. But we're happy to see him come back, and at that time, all our D, and Foles was doing a good job. So those guys did a good job playing five that period. But it was good news to find out that he was going to be coming back.
Yeah, you must have a sense that you guys have something really good going on.
Yeah, you know what? We just have to make sure we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. There's a lot of work to be done, but we're pleased with our game. I think that we're confident, and you know, again, I just think it's real important. One thing that we've done well is we win a game, we put it behind us. We lose a game, we put it behind us, and we get ready for the next one.
That said, did this feel like one of the more dominating ones of the stretch since January 15th?
Yeah, I'm not looking at it like that. I mean, I think we had a good game, and you know, I just think that, you know, we have to make sure that we're ready for that next one right now. We can enjoy it tonight, but one thing, like I said, we haven't done is start feeling too good about ourselves, getting overconfident. We've been preparing very well. The players have been ready to approach the game the right way night after night, and that's been, for me, the biggest key.
It's Minnesota Wild head coach Mike Yeo.